All right, hello everybody, Laser Brains. Here we are. We're gonna talk about a really good movie called Lego Movie. This is your co-host Michael, and as always, I'm joined by
Joshua Marvell. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to chat about this one.
Me too.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah,
it's a good one. And as always, we're joined by Meteor co-owner Champion.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
pretty good.
How you doing out there in podcast land?
That's right. We should point out this movie is screened in cooperation with Dr. Dale Jacobs.
Oh, that's right.
His film class. And we screened it kind of to line up with, what his students are studying. And we would have shown it anyway, but kind of like,
Right.
we lined it up. Mm-hmm. Now, I saw this movie on my own on home video when it came out. Mm-hmm. And I was astonished by how freaking good it was, okay? But before I get to you, Josh, because I got a feeling you have a lot to say about it.
Right.
Champion, this is your first time ever seeing it.
First time ever seeing any Lego movie.
Whoa,
property
what's your impression of this film?
I'm a little blown away. Visually, it was ridiculously good. Mm-hmm. The acting was, the voice acting was very solid. And it had a nice, easy to follow story with enough silly little one-liners to make it, you're laughing every 5 seconds.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I was impressed.
Packed with entertainment. Joshua Marvell, you have a bunch of Legos on the table
do.
here. I have a feeling you're a big fan.
I've got my Master Builders here.
Okay.
No, I am a big Lego fan. And to be honest, when the movie was announced, I was not crazy excited for it. I did go see it in theaters, but kind of had not big expectations for it. Because again, it's like a big toy commercial. That's what I had in my brain going into it. And
That's what I was expecting here, basically.
Right. And it really did blow me away with how amazing it was.
Yep.
Both the story, but particularly how visually stunning this movie is.
Oh.
And how much love and care is put into making this look like a stop motion animated movie, but it's not stop motion. It's all CG animation. But so a lot of Lego property shows or video games, they'll have kind of like rubber hose type of animation where
good point.
Arms will actually bend at the elbow, or when they're walking around, it'll bend where the knee would bend.
Okay.
This movie, that never happens once in this movie.
Interesting.
So when a character needs to do something like kneel, the leg will pop out kind of straight as a Lego character would.
Okay.
And then when it needs to go down, they would just take the leg out and they would have two other Lego pieces that look like a bent knee. It's regular Lego pieces. So they do all of these things, or the hair blowing in the wind. They actually just slowly lift it up and have it move.
Notice
that.
Instead of bending, bending it and
gotcha.
making these hard plastic pieces look like rubber. And then even there's a technique in animation called smearing.
Okay.
So if something's going to move by fast, it's almost like a motion blur effect. Like a hand will kind of stretch if it's moving really fast to show its speed. In this, they actually use that technique, but they use Lego pieces as the bendable pieces. So if it's a sword, they will swing it, and during the swing, they'll replace the sword with a silver banana. So it's curved, and then as it's swinging, it turns back into the sword. So you get that motion blur.
Wow.
And it's the love and care put into this movie and how it was made is so good. Even the imperfections in the plastic pieces, Emmett's feet look like he's been put on and off of Lego bricks multiple times, and he has scratches and little tiny minuscule dents in his feet. It's really crazy, the attention to detail.
Okay, I'm going to give my hot take, okay? This film, combined with the Star Wars Lego TV series, the various ones, made me realize there's something about the Lego movies that has better cinematography than 99.9% of all other films, and I cannot figure out what it is.
Storyboards.
Okay,
That's storyboarding.
but let's leave it a mystery for a minute. No. But and the reason I say that is because I've seen many CGI animated films, and I've seen many regular films, but there's something about this Lego movie, as well as the Star Wars ones. Like when I was watching the Star Wars Lego TV series, I swear to God, I was like, if I were to make a live action Star Wars film, I would reference this Lego version, because there's something about the texture, the lighting, the color choices in this movie. The color choices are magnificent. And so, Josh, what do you think is the reason for that?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Okay. But anyway,
No, I think it's animation has to be precise.
But
because
doesn't
everything is like
no? But I'm just saying. But like all CGI movies have storyboards. Like all 3D animated, Toy Story and all those. They all have storyboards. They all have to pre-plan. But I feel like this movie, when I was watching it, it was an extra level of creativity.
Well, it almost felt as though they weren't, like, if they were storyboarding, they weren't storyboarding for an animated film. It's almost as though they were sort of crafting this as though it were a real live action sort of a film.
right.
And then doing the animation there.
I'm sure that the technique of having to use only Lego bricks as well in it adds to that, because really having to plan out not only what the shot looks like, but how the shot is even going to be made and the scale of everything.
Yeah.
Because they also don't cheat with like a building and then just do a brick texture. They're all like bricks and how they would actually be all connected. So I'm sure a lot of that has to do with how technical they are with
it's like it's
the bricks.
It's an extra level. It's okay. Never mind the color for a minute, because the color is excellent.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes I'm watching the movie and I'm thinking, okay, take out all the actual Lego men, the figures. If I just looked at the texture of the city, and you put like actors, like, okay, put Ryan Gosling in there, put Scarlett Johansson in there. This would be a very cool movie that I'd want to see. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something extra about it. And it's almost like when I think of, like, don't get me wrong, I'm only using Toy Story because I've seen it, but I love Toy Story. But Toy Story has a weird artificialness to it. And these movies, I don't know if maybe that's not the right word, but the color and the texture is extra. Oh, okay. When he wakes up in the morning and he's getting ready for work or whatever, the way that the sun is coming through and it's lighting up his apartment, that's an extra detail I don't think you would see in a normal CGI film. And I think it's because they know we have to make it look like it's a real Lego playset that's this big with the sun coming through. And it's almost like they want that extra level of realism. I don't know.
I think too, it's because it's a cartoon with realistic human lighting.
Okay.
Right? Because they're all cartoon characters in a cartoon world, but it's technically all really happening. Like,
because
it kind of has a real,
because it is happening in, like, this is all happening in the real world.
Right.
So it has to be filmed as though it's happening in the real world. Mm-hmm. So you need that realism.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another hot take I have. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys know, but I like Batman. Okay.
Really?
Yep. And I've seen every Batman movie and I've read every Batman comic.
Okay.
There's a lot. And I've always, there's always been this thing about Batman about, okay, yellow circle around the bat, black bat. Is he blue and gray? Is he black? Okay. Tim Burton kind of invented the all black suit. Okay. Now that was 89. This movie came out in what?
2014.
Yeah.
20 what?
14.
2014. So that's
long time after.
How long? I would calculate 20, 35. Doesn't matter. A long time
25
after.
years.
20, yeah.
But it was not until I saw the Lego Batman version of the Tim Burton Batman that I realized this is the only way to do Batman. Black suit, yellow circle, black bat. I don't know why. I don't know if you feel that way. Like, I don't know what your take is on what is the best Batman costume. Ian, do you know what the best Batman costume is?
Well, in my opinion, the best Batman costume is the Tim Burton
Okay.
1989 Batman costume, followed by the 1960s
Adam West.
Adam West.
Because
Which-
the Adam West Batman is the Batman that was, for around 25 years, that was Batman.
Right.
And then when the Tim Burton movie came out, it was all black. And then the comics started to slowly veer to that.
When did the Christopher Nolan Batman films, when were they released?
2005.
2005. Oh, I thought it was later than that. Okay.
Batman Begins was 2005, and then it was 2000.
8, Dark
Yeah,
Knight, and then 12
something like
was
that, yeah.
So
Rises.
those were all well established by the time this
Yeah.
movie was.
But like in the comics, like even in like 1988, if you would read a Batman comic, even if the script was great and the story was serious, he was still wearing the Adam West costume.
Yeah.
Gray, cyan blue, yellow circle, yellow belt. He looked like Adam West. So it was kind of ridiculous. But then over the years, they kind of slowly veered into the Tim Burton design.
Right.
Anyway, I guess I don't know. That was just one thing. Like only because I see the world through Batman colored eyes. So it's
Well,
kind of like
how do you feel about Will Arnett as Batman?
I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
really good.
Because he's a polarizing actor. A lot of people don't like him
Really?
at all.
In general?
Yeah, in general.
That's interesting. I love Will Arnett.
Well,
he's great.
I'm sorry, I just button up my shirt here.
Oh, sure.
My bat symbol's gonna. Well, I mean, I think he is really funny. I mean, sometimes he's over the top, but I think he was great in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good. The voice really works for Batman. I think his personality too is perfect for this like parody of Batman. And I think that's why like the black and yellow works so well, because it is like this like really making fun of Batman.
Yeah.
He's good.
Well, and then now, Ian, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but you know that there's another movie that comes after this, right?
Another
Called-
Lego movie?
Called Lego Batman.
I'm aware of that one, yes. Yeah.
And there are some out there that say it's the best
It's
Batman
one of
movie.
the best, honestly.
Yeah, and
it's very good.
And I tend to agree. It's freaking awesome.
For the same sort of reasons that you enjoy this one here?
Exactly.
In terms of like
yeah.
the cinematography.
And it's also smart. It's also like a smart analysis of Batman and a satire of Batman.
Which doesn't surprise me if the same people are responsible for it. This was very clever.
Yep.
This movie. I never felt like I was watching a kid's movie.
That's a good point. So we should point
You
out
want to talk about the
writers?
directors?
Okay, let's
The writers?
yeah. What are they? Christopher Lord.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Okay. Who went on to do
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street? Have you ever seen these movies?
Haven't seen them.
They're freaking amazing. They are. Have you seen
They're
them?
great.
They're
Yeah,
so good.
Very funny.
So
that would be a
good.
great movie. 21
Yes.
Jump Street would be a fantastic movie to do.
100%. We're going to show
Yeah.
them. Then they went on to start a movie called Solo. And then, yes.
We were talking about this
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago, weren't
And
we?
then
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy came to set one day and was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Fired them. And then got Ron Howard to finish the movie.
And finish is generous. They had to reshoot 70% of the movie
I didn't know that.
because they didn't want their names on the movie.
'Cause the whole
and
movie was
legally they
Legos.
would have to,
Really?
to do a certain
I
percent.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that were like, "Fuck you, you redo it all."
No. They didn't want their names.
Yeah.
No, the company
Oh,
didn't want their names.
I got
Phil
what you
Lord
mean.
and
I got
Chris
what you
Miller
mean. Yeah.
attached as
Okay.
directors.
I see what you
And
mean.
because they had pretty much finished shooting, they had to reshoot 70% of it to not include them as
So you're
directors.
That's
saying-
a little petty. I
It
mean,
is
they
very-
hired them not knowing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they saw their filmography. Why would they hire them?
Exactly.
And then be
Exactly.
surprised when they made a comedy.
Yeah. Well, it was also apparently gritty. Like it was a bit darker and just not the tone that
well,
they wanted.
Lego movie had some darker scenes.
Yeah.
Which I was
genuinely, it
surprised.
pretty-
It was-
yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
saying, Josh, there's a version of Solo somewhere out there that is 70% different than the one we got. Wow.
And
I'd
it's
love
all
to see that movie.
Legos too.
All Legos, yes. So this movie, we've talked about how shocked we were how good it was. Why don't we talk about the writing? The writing was also shockingly good, right? I mean,
It's very clever.
it's clearly an allegory for certain situations and certain people that are happening in the real world.
Well, it's crazy that, it is very
Topical.
topical today.
Yeah.
I mean, can you think of a businessman who is kind of evil and wants to separate the world into
Yeah,
the places
it's
where they
so
belong
weird.
and
Not offhand.
kind of has
Who could they
weird
be talking
hair
about? Who
and
wears a red tie?
becomes the president.
I know, it's wacky. It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. When I first saw this movie, to be honest, the one thing I didn't quite like was how much time they spent in the real world and the ending. But now that I've watched it a second time, like, no, we
Really?
need it.
Yeah.
That's 100% what we need. Because, again, since this is more like it's aimed at kids, but adults can enjoy it. If I would have saw that as a kid, oh my God, I would have loved that. It would
Yeah.
have just, I don't know, I would have just eaten that up. I think it's so good.
The ending has so much like weight to it too.
Yep.
Like it really does pull on your heartstrings. So there's something I really dislike in comedies, and it's kind of the Taika Waititi thing.
One of my favorite directors.
He is great, but I think that at times he doesn't let emotional scenes be emotional.
Okay.
Particularly in like his Marvel films.
I think
where-
all Marvel films do that, but yeah, not just him. But yeah.
But it's like an emotional thing happens and then they have to cut it with a joke,
Right.
Or it has to become a bit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly like spoilers for Ragnarok, I think.
Sure.
Or
I loved it.
It was great. I love Ragnarok,
Okay.
but all of Asgard is wiped out and dies, and all of the people die.
I know what
and
you're
then
gonna say.
and then they're having like an emotional moment, and then it's immediately cut with I don't remember if it was like a fart joke or something, but it's like I was on board and I loved all the jokes and I loved you undermining emotional moments,
Yeah.
but in this moment we needed to like breathe in it. We needed to like
Okay.
feel it with
I'm
the
not
characters.
gonna-
We didn't need this.
We're not
moment.
going to put all this on Taika Waititi because,
Sure.
I mean, it happened in Doctor Strange. It happened in,
I'm sure, yeah.
Captain Marvel. I mean,
And I
yeah.
think that's just, it's a part of your target demographic as well. When you're writing movies that like you
Yeah.
want 14-year-old boys to come to, right? You can have that heartfelt moment, but they're going to say, that's lame if you let it linger too long.
Yeah.
You know what though? I know what you're saying though. It's part of a bigger trend that I noticed with 2D animation Disney films that I kind of blame Aladdin. Okay, because that's going back. That's 1992. But up until that movie, I felt like Disney films were relatively serious, and then starting with Aladdin, they became so madcap and crazy and pop cultural referential that everything after that, it was like a virus that infected kids films.
Right.
And if you think about The Emperor's New Groove and whatever else came after that,
Hercules,
Hercules, they were all just loaded with that. It's almost like the trend started earlier, but I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
like, just be sincere, just be.
But this movie really does let you sit in that moment. It's
Yeah.
not undercut.
Yeah.
When the father and son are having this emotional moment, Emmett and President Business are also having this emotional
Yes.
moment together, and they just let it happen. They don't undercut it with a joke. They make up, and then they start rebuilding the city together, and it's really a fantastic moment. And I think the adventure along the way, and like the comedy and finding all of these characters, and like they're hilarious, and like building on their story, getting to that moment really made you feel like it was important. Like everything had a purpose. Like even the comedic bits were like Benny wanting to make the spaceship and constantly getting knocked down. But like that's the kid's internalized thing, right? Like that's his deal with his father. So like again, all these like small jokes are leading up to like what this kid is feeling because of his father.
And the thing is even for me, like watching it, trying to, from the point of view as a kid, you're watching it, and like in the first 2 minutes, it's like instructions, and then he goes to work, and it's all about it's like, oh, well, hang out with your friends. Oh, well, I don't really have any friends. And then it's like you can see, oh, the message is conformity versus individualism and creativity and standing out. And then later on, they kind of bring that up again with who's this guy? And then all these people that he thought were his friends were talking about him. And they're like, oh, yeah, what's his name again? I don't really remember him. And it's like, it's almost like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because no one remembers him. And if you're, okay, look, I'm sorry, but if you're a kid watching this, that's going to smack you across the face in a good way, right? And even though this is a commercial for toys, just like Barbie, just like the Transformers cartoon from the 80s, you can still make a good story out of it, right?
That's right.
Champion, what do you think?
Yeah, it's incidental in this case that it's a toy commercial.
Yeah.
It's incidental.
Right.
And it's fine. I was actually surprised that they held on that moment between the kid and his dad for as long as they did. I was surprised at how well they were able to sort of transition from the real world back into the Lego world, then back into the real world.
Right.
Hey, what would Lord Business say, or what would Emmett say to Lord Business? And then, right, like you see this little parenting thing that the dad's doing, and then it goes right back into the Lego world, and then they resolve things with talking, right? Like it's really interesting the way that they managed to hold that together. And I didn't really know where they were going with it for the lion's share of the film, right?
Right.
Like, okay, so what's the point of this going to end up being? And I thought they did a really good job of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they do hint at it like straight from the beginning, right? Like Emmett's vision, when he sees the Craggle, it's the kid's voice talking to him, like telling him that he's special.
I didn't notice that. Okay.
And all of like the robots, I'm pretty sure it's the kid.
Interesting.
And even like the micromanagers and everything, like that's his voice, putting everything back together and pretending to be his dad. And the hand, we go into Emmett's mind and it's like the human hand. Right. So we are kind of like building on it a little bit, and then it really, you don't expect it to go
really tips its hand at the point when he takes the top of the skyscraper off, and it's just
so good. Yeah, those
like
little,
what is happening here? Oh, this is happening in the real world.
Yeah.
You know, there's a certain segment of the population that doesn't understand that kids' movies can be great.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Bambi? Do you know fucking good Bambi is? Ian, when's the last time you saw Bambi?
I don't know if I've seen Bambi. I had to have seen Bambi.
Yeah.
I must have been put in front of a TV that was on at some point when I was really little, but I don't remember it.
It's a great movie. We should screen it here one day.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought of that, but in Bambi, I don't want to spoil it. But
skip forward to this time code if you haven't seen Bambi.
Right.
One thing I noticed when I watched Bambi the last time is that, did you notice this, Josh?
What's that?
The father does not speak for this first half of the movie. He does not speak until Bambi's mother dies.
Interesting.
I think Carl Jung would have a field day with that movie, because the entire developing childhood of that character, he's only with his mother, and then his mother dies, and right away now his father's talking to him. But they don't call attention to it. It just happens that way.
Well, what year did Bambi come out? Like that's normal.
The 40s.
Yeah, that's how.
That's what I mean. It's an exaggerated representation of a child's life. It's freaking amazing. And in this movie, his mother's not on screen. His mother is a voice upstairs. And then who is going to come play with you now? Your sister. So this is a film aimed at boys. And it's about their relationship with their fathers. And it's pretty freaking incredible, I think.
Yeah.
Right? The oppressive father figure is the evil villain in this story. It's amazing.
Of course,
it's
there's
like a fairy tale.
the other way to look at that, though, is that like this father with these Legos is clearly on the spectrum. And why can't we let him have what brings him joy?
Right.
That's another way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's spent a lot of time on this stuff.
Sure.
It makes him happy. He's got a box of Legos for his kid. Why does he play with those?
Sure.
Why does he got to play with dad's Legos?
Okay, that's another way of looking at this film. No, it's legitimate. It's legitimate. And the point is that like any good, fairy tale or whatever, is that there's different interpretations, right? And there's what's it called? Like meanings. What was I looking for there? There's another word I'm looking for. I don't know what, but you get my point.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great movie. Why don't you talk about these toys you have here, Josh? What are these?
They're Legos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, these
Yeah.
are all from the.
Are these all
Okay.
from the
Oh.
movie?
Yeah. So that's President Business.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is Taco Tuesday guy.
Oh, awesome.
Wild Style. Unikitty.
Nice. Okay.
We have Vitruvius. We have Where Are My Pants?
Nice. Nice.
Emmett. And this is Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Wow. Such a cool character. Liam Neeson,
Yeah.
right?
Oh man, he is so good in this movie.
Yep.
He is hilarious, and he actually recorded, which it sounds silly to say, but he recorded the good cop, bad cop voices at the same time.
Oh, really?
when
Like
they're-
the same take?
He jumps back and forth.
So like arguing with himself, he's like
Awesome.
actually doing it in real time and like
That's
going
good.
back and forth. And yeah, from a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, it looked like they had a lot of fun with
So
his character.
cool.
That sort of stuff has always impressed me with voice acting.
Yeah,
That's so
really.
cool.
Honestly, everybody did a really great job in this movie.
So, okay, as a Lego fanatic over here, I want to ask you, how many obscure references were there to old Lego stuff? Because I know there was like the astronaut.
A lot.
right?
Yeah. Everything essentially was.
Okay.
Even down to like we talked before, like the way that the characters moved. Like,
Okay.
I love the horses.
Yeah.
Because the Lego horse's legs don't move.
Okay.
It's just that. So when they're walking, it's doing this, like it's
Yeah.
floating in the air.
Awesome.
And you could hear the hooves, but it's just like it's like that's great. Yeah, they talk about bionicles. They talk about okay. So when the master builders are like looking around the city, like their environment, and they're seeing all the pieces and all these like numbers are coming up. Those numbers are the item number for all of the sets.
Oh, because they're all numbered.
So
Yes.
like, yeah.
Okay.
So every piece has a specific number and name. So they talk about like a plate are the flat Lego pieces, but then the bricks are the bigger ones. You call them like 1x2s or 2x2s for the squares, or the ones that go around the corner are elbows. But the ones that are smooth are called macaronis. Like they all have these different names, and they use them in this, and they all have specific numbers. So like there is a lot of like care put into the movie beyond the story and just visually what it looks like. But like yeah, all of the references are really fun.
Are they accurate?
From what I know, yeah, seems like it.
So here's the thing. I have to insist that Champion, you watch the Lego Star Wars shows because you've seen them, right, Josh?
Yeah, I think most of them. Yeah,
There's like the Yoda Chronicles, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's what else is there? There's
There's a bunch.
There's like tiny, like Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
The Padawan Menace or whatever it's
But
called.
then there's also like there's a newer series of shows where it's like brand new characters, almost like this, where they're like it is Star Wars, but also Lego still.
I
like
personally,
they're like
that's the one I didn't like as much.
Oh, okay.
I just stopped watching it. But like, if you go to like Yoda Chronicles, it's all characters you know.
Right.
The other ones are characters
Okay,
you know,
right,
and
right.
then that one has a different name, and it's like
yeah.
new characters. It's okay, but I just didn't like it as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not kidding. Like, this is my hot take.
Uh-huh.
When they're flying through space in the Star Wars Lego movies, there's a
looks
weird,
good.
there's a weird texture to the way they are that like the live action needs to look at it. There's I swear to God,
They're good.
there's an element that they get that is better than anything else.
the Lego Star Wars video games are also very, very good. Huge part of my childhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
And-
actually own a copy of Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
For
I
the
haven't
Nintendo
played.
Wii.
I haven't played that. but-
Neither have I.
Okay.
Hmm.
The
But
Lego
if-
games are fun. There are some that are not good though. So I would look into it. I might have, I don't know if I have it for the Wii, but I might have a copy of one of the Star Wars ones.
The reason why I bought that one is because there's a bug in the game that has been exploited, that if you own a copy of that, you can use it to download games off the internet and play them on your Wii. But the
What?
first
That's
thing you have to
crazy.
do is it's a weird convoluted thing. You put this
Wow.
game in, you start it, and then you save a game, and then it crashes out weirdly, and then your Wii is
Wow.
jailbroken. So I bought it, did
Wow.
that once.
That's crazy.
Never played the game.
So, I believe based on our love of this film, at some point we will also review Lego Batman. Maybe.
I really think that we should.
Unquestionably. Yeah,
okay.
that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about this film, Josh?
It's awesome. It really is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Champion.
Used to play with Legos all the time when I was a kid, and this, especially the first few minutes of this movie, it just sort of it tickled something in my brain that it was just like being a kid again.
I
It
got
was a lot of fun.
I'm with you. There you go. Lego movie. Check it out. I'm sure we'll review more Lego movies soon. And we want to thank Champion for screening it.
Anytime.
We want to thank Dale Jacobs for having his film class review this
Yeah.
film. We want to thank Joshua Mervell for knowing where to find our episodes.
That's right. You can find all of our episodes on our website at comicbooksyndicate.com. You can also find our videos on our YouTube channel, so check us out there. Let us know what your favorite Lego set is.
And until the next time, see you later.